Welcome to Wildwood Park for some Wisconsin State League action between the Sheboygan A's and the Green Bay Blue Ribbons. We may have started an hour and 10 minutes late, but we still got a 7-inning encounter tonight between the Green Bay Blue Ribbons and the Sheboygan A's. The A's are putting Jared Recklaitis on the mound compared to the Tavion Ramos for Green Bay. Welcome, I'm Lucas Schulze alongside Mike Martin, and we've got game tonight, Marty, but things look a little different.
Much different. It's a 7-inning game, like you mentioned, instead of 9. We're starting an hour late or so, but they've got several. The A's already have several rainouts that they need to make up, and to tack another one on would be pretty hard to make up all the games. There's only so many dates, and June has been a beast. I mean, we've had game and after game after game. The weekends have been filled with doubleheaders. June slows down a little bit in terms of doubleheaders at home, but you're still playing those games on the road, and good that we're playing tonight.
And no better man on the mound to have for Sheboygan than Jared Recklaitis.
Yeah, Mom and Dad here, hoping to see a good one, just as we are. We're waiting on the umpires. They were finishing getting their gear on. They're just crossing the street now, you know, and it's one of the few times that CJ will actually be happy to see the umpires.
Well, before those umpires get here, you want to take us through the Green Bay Blue Ribbons lineup, Marty?
Leading off for Green Bay is Easton Arndt. He's the left fielder, batting second. And DHing is Braden Plew. Batting third is Landon Lozier. He's at second base. The number 4 hitter is Quinn Follish. He's in right field. Batting fifth, Boone Kirst at first. The catcher is Bryce Duzak. He's hitting 6th. The 7th hitter is Drew Sadzinski. Drew is at third. The number 8 hitter and playing shortstop is Braden Steinbrecker. And batting 9th, the center fielder, Carson Hawley. Pitching is Tavion Ramos. And he had a bunch of fans here in their Ivy League gear. Ramos pitches for Cornell out of the Big East, out of the Ivy League. And hopefully his fans will come back and watch the game. Not a big crowd tonight for a Bud Light night, but it is what it is.
I think the rain has something to do with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Defensively for Sheboygan from left to right in the outfield, Hudson Wagner, the man in left, Alex Ames in center, Chase Hanselman in right, and around the horn from third to first in the infield, Jacob Neese, Riley Palmquist, Lucas Lemons, and Connor Lash getting his first start at first base of 2026. Then the battery is Cal Casper behind the plate with Jared Recklaitis on the mound for Sheboygan. Recklaitis comes in with absolutely phenomenal statistics, a 0.86 ERA in 21 innings pitched, 3 complete games. I mean, what more can you ask for from one of your many aces on the Sheboygan A's roster? But we talked about also Tavion Ramos pitches for Cornell, 9 innings pitched for him, just 1 earned run given up. So it's going to be a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, I was going to say, during the wait for the start of the game, Tim Moyer stopped up and talked to us a little bit, and he said he really wanted to get this game in tonight because this is Rec's only opportunity to pitch this week, and you'd hate to miss that. Miss having your ace not be able to start the game. So that's another reason to get the game and not just have another rain out, but get your ace on the mound.
And these two teams have met before here at Wildwood Park. 6-2 victory for Sheboygan in that one. Jason Bunn threw 109 pitches in 8 innings before Jack Pellet closed it out. And you couldn't ask for much more from the 40-year-old pitcher. And also, Sheboygan's offense was aided by 2 hits and 2 RBIs by Jacob Neese. Gonna need another big performance from him today.
In that first game, in the 5th inning, Sheboygan scored 4 runs with the help of 3 hits, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch. And the Green Bay pitcher really struggled in that particular inning. It was Easton Arndt. Arndt is starting today and leading off and playing in left field. A brief meeting by the Sheboygan dugout, and the umpires finally making their way out onto the field. It took them forever to get in from the parking lot once the game was decided to be played. Jamie Thurn is the home plate umpire, and Camden Bloom, who was here last night, is on the bases again.
And going back to Recoletis, it was an interesting start for him his last time out against Appleton. He went 7 innings, a complete game because of the rain out, but he gave up 11 hits. You just don't see him get hit around like that, but he had 12 strikeouts as well. So he's got that strikeout stuff on the mound. He'll face Easton Arndt. Last game starter, as Marty mentioned, but today he's leading off. Arndt is a member of the Winona State baseball team, so he's right next to his teammate Cal Casper in the box right now. And he takes a first pitch strike in there.
Sheboygan comes in 14-8, 8-3 in the state league. With a win, they will tie for first place with Kenosha.
So Arndt fouls one off. Marty mentioned Arndt pitched 5 innings his last time out. Not his best appearance, giving up those 4 earned runs. The 0-2 pitch to him. Just inside. Good take that time by Arndt. Recoletis thought he had a strikeout. He's running off the mound.
Hey, the Cornell fans are back.
The Ivy League cheering section is back in the house.
Good to see them.
The 1-2 to Arndt. Pitch got him looking. Arndt was fooled for the first out of the game. It comes on a strikeout from Recoletis.
Arndt was really hugging the plate. I mean, his shoulder wasn't far off the strike zone, and Rec put it in a place where he wasn't going to be able to hit it.
Braden Plow comes in with some gaudy numbers, hitting over 508 games, 520, with 2 triples. But he's facing a tough man on the mound. Great matchup all night. Pitch is outside. Plow did not play the last time these two met up here at Wildwood Park. The 1-0 pitch from Recoletis is hit foul right side and off the netting. He ends it up at 1-1.
These two teams are scheduled to play June 17th at Green Bay. It was canceled because of weather, and as far as I know, no makeup date has been set for that game.
1-1 pitch. Plow lines in the gap in left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit, and not able to cut it off is Tenney in left. And Plow will have a double. Or I should say Wagner in left. It'll be a double for Plow. And a 1-out base runner for Green Bay. Brings up Landon Lozier. He's completing the cycle of Division I colleges. He's been at 3 in his college career. Currently at Kansas, but he's been at Minnesota and Michigan State as well. Interesting batting stance.
Yeah, a little bit on the open side. When he gets ready to hit, his front foot does move towards home plate, however.
Do you think that can mess with your timing at all? I feel like that if you don't get it
That's
exactly right.
That's how he does it all the
Yeah.
time. I suspect he's probably pretty used to it, but it does add another element into the batting that maybe if you weren't hitting very good, you might not want to have that. You know, simplify it.
He's hitting over 300 his freshman year at Michigan State. You think he's doing something right. Counts 1-1 now on Lozier. Lozier didn't have any Green Bay statistics. We don't know how many games he's played with the Blue Ribbons as he fouls that one off. Man at second, Plow, he just doubled. 1 out in the inning. Recoletis trying not to give up a first inning run, which seems to be Sheboygan's calling card, giving up a first inning run. Feels like almost every game. 1-2 pitch. Low. Good block that time by Casper. Count evens at 2-2.
Plow's played with the Green Bay over the last few years. He's a good player. Surprised that he's DHing.
This is a stacked lineup for the Blue Ribbons, as that one is fouled off. Plo, who's at stand at second base, goes to Valparaiso, which is a Division I college as well.
Now, was it Valpo that James was thinking about going to? Should maybe tell our audience who James is.
It's my brother. 2-2 count now on the 3-0 hitter Lozier. Lines that one on the ground and off the mid-lash. So that first time playing first base can be growing pains over there. As give a single to Lozier and 2 runners on base now for Green Bay. Brings up Quinn Follish, the man who did so much damage to this Green Bay, or this Sheboygan roster last time. 3-hit day, including an intentional walk, triple and a home run. Sheboygan did not retire Follish in his 4 at-bats. And it's a big spot for him with runners on the corners and less than 2 outs. Double play ball needed for Sheboygan, but with Follish's speed, it's going to be difficult. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. Recoletis doesn't walk many batters. Normally doesn't get hit around, but past 2 starts to get up a little more contact.
Green Bay had 7 hits in the first game here when Bunton was pitching.
Pitch is outside. 1-1 now on Follish.
All the heavy rain clouds, Lucas, have moved to the south. It's a good thing we've got a window of opportunity to get this game in.
Recoletis looks in for the 1-1. Throws over to first. Follish is one of 4 current or former Division I players in the starting lineup for Green Bay. He redshirted at Michigan State in 2024. Which means he would have been on the team with Lane and Lozier. As that one's high.
Follish must be a pretty smart guy. He's majoring in business. Says on your notes he currently attends Madison College.
He did transfer from Michigan State. He redshirted his freshman year and has been at Madison College the past 2 seasons. As he pops that one up, but it'll get out of play behind the plate and evens up at 2-2. Follish has hit .405 this season. Another gaudy stat in this Green Bay top of the order. 5 home runs. One of those coming against the A's here at Wildwood Park.
Rec could really use a strikeout.
The 2-2 pitch, going for that strikeout right here, Recoletis. Check swing, and he did not go, according to Bloom, on the bases, and the count runs full.
Be interesting to see if Lozier's running on the 3-2 pitch.
Stay out of that double play, even though Follish has got good speed. If he is going a line drive, could mean an inning-ending double play. The pitch to him is hit softly on the infield. Jurgens is going to have a chance at 2. Steps on the bag, and the A's get out of it. A pop-up double play gets Recoletis out of the inning without Green Bay putting across a run. Green Bay 0, Sheboygan coming up in the bottom of the first.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Kids. They can dream anything and do even more.
pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Back for the bottom of the first inning, Tavion Ramos, the man on the mound for Green Bay, and what a season he's had so far for the Blue Ribbons. 9 innings pitched only, but he's only given up 17 strikeouts in those 9 innings.
That's really amazing. You mentioned the walks were an issue, and if it's going to be that again tonight, we got to get some clutch hits.
It was Lash who turned that double play on the pop-up, and you mentioned Lozier should be going on that pitch, and it came back to bite Green Bay just like it did the last time.
Right.
These two
Taking
met
a
up.
chance. Connor Lash with a nice play at first base.
Very similar to the last time these two played the first inning. Green Bay had a leadoff triple, and that run didn't come around the score because of a line drive double play. But the starting lineup now for the Sheboygan A's. Alex Ames leads it off in center field. Chase Hanselman's in second. He's in right. Connor Lash, who just turned that double play, is at first, and he's in third. Jacob Neese is hitting fourth. Jimmy Jurgensen, the 5-hole hitter, is DHing. Riley Palmquist is hitting. Wagner is hitting seventh. Cal Casper is hitting eighth, and rounding out Lucas Levens playing second base. Ames steps in with the wind blowing hard to left field. See if he can get under one, hit his first home run of the season, or just get his first extra base hit of the season. First pitch is high. Ames.
Almost looks like hopefully the Sheboygan hitters can adjust to that.
Pitch is in there for a strike. You could add 5 Division I players in the starting lineup if you include Ramos, the pitcher, Cornell, Division I university.
Playing arguably the most.
Bat, foul, and caught by Kirst at first. That bat just speared down the left third base line.
Yeah, Ramos just sawed that bat in half, didn't he?
Brings up Chase Hanselman. Hanselman comes in hitting 263. He's had a great start to the season against left-handed pitchers, 3 for 7, 429 average, but against left righties, he's just hitting 226.
Had a chance to chat with Chase's dad. He paid us a compliment, said he really enjoys the broadcasts.
It's always great to hear.
Yes.
Pitch from Ramos. In there for a strike.
It's nice to hear it from the fans because we never hear it from CJ or Bill. And maybe not listening is a good thing too.
0-2 on the A's number 2 hitter, Chase Hanselman. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 quick outs for Ramos on the mound. Green Bay comes into this game 14-5. Just 6-4 in the Wisconsin State League, but they've won 5 of their last 6 games. They've been hot recently. See if Sheboygan can shut them down. While Sheboygan's been hot as well as they come in 14-8, 7-3 in their last 10 games. Sitting a half game behind first place in the Wisconsin State League at 8-3. Team that took 2 out of 3 of Kenosha Kings are number 1, 9-3.
Right. They're up half a game on Sheboygan in the standings.
Pitch is low to Connor Lash, the 3-0 hitter. Lash got 1 hit in his 3 games played, or I should say 2 games played. He's 1 for 8. But hit .390 this season for Concordia. So it's just a matter of time before you see that average jump to what it was last season.
It is a big jump when you're talking about Division I baseball players and Division III baseball players. Everything speeds up at D1 compared to D3.
Be a big test for the A's hitters tonight against Ramos on the mound. 3-0 pitch to Lash is in there for a strike. Lash was so important to Sheboygan's offense last year. Tied for the team lead with 7 home runs in 2025. Pitch is low and Lash draws a walk. First baser of the night for Sheboygan comes on a 2-out walk.
Well, if Ramos is going to get those walks, like you had mentioned in the other game he pitched where he had 6, but he gets them with 2 outs, that's not so bad.
Exactly. They all count the same, but some are more important than others.
Yeah, like with the bases loaded.
Exactly. Jacob Neese now steps in, the cleanup batter tonight. Takes first pitch low. Neese was the big-time offensive player in the first meeting between the Blue Ribbons and RBIs.
Jacob's overdue to hit 1 out.
Neese takes a strike. Neese comes in hitting .270. And he's hitting .255 for first right-handed pitchers this season. The 1-1 pitch to him is low and inside. 2-1 now.
Base stealing threat over at first. I wouldn't expect him to be running in this situation.
The 2-1 pitch is hit softly on the ground to second. Lozier makes the throw over to Kirst at first and plenty of time to retire Neese. And the A's come out with nothing after a 2-out walk. 0-0 is the score as we head to the second inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. You serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Jared Reclaitis ready to face 5, 6, and 7 in the Green Bay Blue Ribbons order after escaping a jam in the top of the first inning, 3rd and 1st with just 1 out, and a steal on the pitch from Lozier and a pop-up led to a double play to get the A's out of that first inning.
As I look at your notes, Lucas, and look at the batting order for Green Bay, one major part of their team, James Bornick, is not in the lineup tonight.
Bornick's,
And we're missing Harry. They're missing Bornick, so it's kind of a wash in that regard. But he's a really good hitter.
Bornick's definitely a familiar face between the A's and Blue Ribbons. Feels like he always plays every time he comes to Wildwood Park. The Blue Ribbons come to Wildwood Park. Bornick seems to always be in that lineup. 0-2 pitch on the leadoff hitter of the inning, Boone Kirst. Pitch is low and outside. Kirst comes in tonight in 243 with 4 doubles. He's another one of those former Division I players, transferred from Central Michigan, now currently plays at Winona State, alongside A's catcher Cal Casper, of course, as Kirst swings and misses. Second strikeout of the day for Jared Recklitis, and it comes on Kirst for the first out of the inning. Brings up Bryce Duzak. I was going to ask you what his favorite musician was, but now you're looking at it, so I'm sure you know now.
Oh, Luke Combs.
Luke Combs just came to Lambeau Field as he lines that one in the right center field for a base hit. That one might roll all the way to the wall. Duzak around first on his way to second, and he's going to be in there without a throw. Stand-up double for Duzak, and another one-out double for Green Bay.
I think the grass is pretty wet, and if it would have been a dry field, I think that ball would have went all the way to the wall. But with the grass being wet, it slowed it down. Never made it. I don't even think it made it to the warning track. Actually,
Looked like, as you mentioned, it looked like it was well on its way there.
Yeah, exactly.
But Kirst probably had a double either way.
Hanselman getting over there in good shape.
Duzak probably would have had a double either way. Brings up Drew Sadzinski. Pitch is in there. Sadzinski will start his freshman year at UW Lacrosse next season.
Go Eagles.
Got an alum in the booth, 2 alums in the press box.
So I think we were Indians, weren't we, Bill?
Pitch is in there for a strike. Good breaking ball that time by Recklitis. Quick 0-2 count on Sadzinski. Sadzinski playing third base tonight for the Blue Ribbons. The 0-2 pitch to him. It's swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Recklitis. And there are 2 down in the inning, both via the strikeout. That brings up Braden Steinbacher. Steinbecker comes in tonight, hitting just a hair under 300, 296, with 2 homers and 5 RBIs on the young season.
In the first game here, he had a couple of hits, including a double and an RBI.
Swung on and missed. An ugly swing that time by Steinbecker. Steinbecker goes to St. Cloud State University.
Troy Rudolph from Sheboygan North played basketball at St. Cloud.
Pitch right in there for a strike. Sadzinski looks, or I should say, Steinbecker looks fooled by the velocity from Recklitis right now. See if Recklitis tries to challenge him with another fastball or tries to get him to chase with the breaking ball. As Recklitis steps off. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball got him looking. Fooled him with the breaking ball. And
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
Me spells the great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef, it's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
Wingism number 3, the Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 4, tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen? Hello. Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Jimmy Jurgensen will be the man to greet Ramos in this bottom half of the second inning, followed by Riley Palmquist and Hudson Wagner.
Game
Jurgensen.
time temperature, Lucas, is 62 degrees, and the wind is blowing pretty good like you had mentioned, but I'll tell you, it seems very comfortable.
And a nice thing about coming down too hard at once, so it's no puddles on the field. Didn't have to really work on the field, especially the infield, before this game came back. Allowed this game to start a little bit earlier in this little window before the rain comes back.
Yep.
First pitch to Jurgensen is high. Jurgensen comes in hitting 377. One of the most consistent hitters, if not the most consistent hitter on this A's lineup this season. He does hold the highest average, the minimum of 20 at bats. Just a couple points above Harry Stout, who's in 373. Now it's in there for a strike.
Somebody's cheating down the row. What's Harry hitting?
390. I guess I didn't update my own statistics.
Hey, that's all right.
Thank you,
Harry's
CJ.
not here. Maybe hopefully he's not listening.
The highest average
That was
in the
Lucas
lineup.
that said that, by the way.
The highest average in today's lineup, Jimmy Jurgensen.
There you go.
That one's a strike. Evens the count up at 2-2. Green Bay with already 3 hits. 2 extra base hits, both 1-out doubles. Sheboygan still looking for their first knock of the game. Only 4 batters in, as that one's just low on Jurgensen. It's going to be tough to string hits together against Ramos.
Yeah, that's why you need a little bit of help. A couple of walks.
In those
That was
9
a
innings,
nice
he's only
thing.
given up 3 hits. Full count pitch is hit softly up the middle, but Lozier's there. Fields and throws and gets Jurgensen.
Lozier showing good range going to his right. Had a little trouble pulling it out of the glove, but got it over in plenty of time.
Felt like that ball was kind of caught in his glove for a second, but he had enough time, Jurgensen running, to still get the out. Brings up Riley Palmquist. Palmquist has been very solid for Sheboygan recently, coming off that 2-hit night, guys, average up to 242.
Riley always seems to be good for a home run or 2 through the course of a season. He's looking for his first home run.
Pitch to Palmquist is swung on and missed. 0-1 on the A's shortstop. Few games last week that we didn't see Palmquist in the lineup. It's nice to see him back playing that Gold Glove level defense at short. Pitch is in there for a strike.
Ramos threw that first pitch out of the strike zone, but Riley swung at it. That last pitch was right on the corner.
The 0-2 pitch is low. I feel like if Ramos gets in a groove, especially throwing strikes, it's going to be very difficult to get runs, if not hits, off of him. 1-2. Pitch is low. Asking for the appeal. He did not go. Eames the count up at 2-2.
With it only being a 7-inning game, you would think that both starting pitchers would be able to complete the contest.
Ramos's 9 innings have come across 2 starts. So you don't know. Maybe he doesn't have the same type of
Couple of pitches,
endurance.
one almost a not check swing. Riley got the call on that pitch there. Was very close. He got the call.
But it's a full count now, despite the controversial last few pitches. Palmquist hits it foul onto New Jersey Avenue. Palmquist working a quality at bat right now. Another payoff pitch to Palmquist. It's outside and takes the glove off, takes the mask off.
I'm not sure what
Catcher.
happened there.
Catcher Duzak. And it'll be a walk to Palmquist. Bring up Hudson Wagner. Another one-out base runner for Sheboygan.
Dusak going out to talk to his pitcher. I hope Duzak, the blue ribbon catcher, is okay. It seemed like a goofy circumstance at home plate on ball 4 to O'Reilly.
Don't know if it maybe hit off his glove and took his mask off. I don't think it hit him straight in the mask.
Yeah, no, it didn't sound like it at all. You're right.
Brings up Hudson Wagner. After a slow start to the season, Wagner's really picked it up. His average is looking good at a 257 clip. He's got 3 RBIs, all of those coming against Lombard. Pitch is low. And already 2 walks for Ramos on the mound. Mentioned that was his one weakness as a pitcher. A lot of times you see those guys with those high strikeout numbers struggle with the walks as well. That one's a wide strike on Wagner. Hudson's in left field tonight. And as Marty mentioned before, playing the outfield might be a little more difficult. With the way the ball is going to roll in the wet grass, might die a little quicker. 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1 now.
The one thing with the walks with Ramos is, build on his pitch count. May get tired later in the ball game and maybe catch up to one of those fastballs.
2-1 pitch is hit in the right field, down for a base hit. The first hit of the night for Sheboygan comes off the bat of Hudson Wagner. And 2 runners on for Cal Casper. He just continues to hit, Marty.
Yeah, it's good to see Hudson hitting the ball the way he is. I know when he was struggling, we all knew he was a better hitter than that.
Could be a difference, you missed the first couple weeks of the season to come right back into it. He's also been a very solid outfielder for the A's and left in at second. Cal Casper, big spot for him. Pitch is in there for a strike. And the fans are giving it to Jamie Thurn right now.
Hometown fans don't like the strike zone. Good speed on the bases.
The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. See if Cal can come through with 2 strikes. At least move the runners over. give Lemons a chance with multiple runners in scoring position. The 0-2 pitch is hit foul off the netting. Stays 0-2. Casper's had a couple big hits. His hit with runners in scoring position was a big double down the right field line. He's got great speed for his position as well. Pitch to him is high. Now 1-2 on the A's catcher. Lemons on deck if Cal can move him over, or even if he doesn't, Lemons will hit unless it's a double play. Palmquist on the move to third. Casper swing and a miss, and both runners advance and throws in the center field. Palmquist is going to score the throw to third. It's not in time. A double steal to perfection for Sheboygan as they take a 1-0 lead.
Casper strikes out on the steal attempt, and then Palmquist able to score on the bad throw from Duzak. Duzak went to the trail runner to throw out the runner, and not a bad strategy, but not a good throw. And Sheboygan has a run.
It didn't look like he really had a chance to get him at second, Wagner. And that bad throw allowed him to advance to third and allowed a run to come home. Brings up Lucas Lemons. Oh, one pitch is outside, and Lemons is part of that Marion pipeline for Sheboygan. Comes in hitting .250.
Majoring in sports and recreation management and marketing. Maybe we got to get him on the staff here for marketing the ball club.
Swing and a miss.
He's a burritos and taco guy.
I like burritos and tacos. Those are good.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Quesadilla. I like quesadillas.
Kind of makes sense being from New Mexico.
1-2. Lemons fouls it back. Trying to bring in that runner from third, Wagner. Who was the only hit of the day for Sheboygan. So they do have a 1-0 lead.
It's an interesting game in the fact that it's very bare bones. Did not introduce the starting lineups. We're not doing any between inning games. We're just attempting to get the game played.
Want to beat the rain. If this game does not get complete the 7 innings, Sheboygan will play a doubleheader the next time these two meet.
Not a doubleheader. I think they picked the game up from this point.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Just pick the game up from where it is. It would be suspended, not
there you
completely restarted. Probably a better word to say. Pitch is outside, and feels like that strike has been there.
Dusak trying to steal a strike. You see him pull that pitch, outside pitch, over the strike zone, but Jamie Thurn not having it.
Count is full on Lemons. Big run out there at third base. Pitch is low, and a third walk for Ramos. Puts another Sheboygan A's base runner on.
Dusak made that bad throw to second, but with Lucas Lemons up the bat, he had a couple of stops, pitches in the dirt that prevented Wagner from scoring. Kudos to Dusak for that good defense.
Brings up Alex Ames. Lemons has just 16 official at-bats and 8 walks on the season. He's at first. That one's in there for a strike.
One thing I remember, the times that Lucas has played second base, he's a very good fielder.
That's what you can ask for this Sheboygan defense. Feels like there's spurts where defense is an issue. It's always nice to have those great defenders out there. As that one's low. And Ramos is making Duzak work behind the plate early.
Lemons with a pretty good speed, but not taking much of a lead off of first. Wonder if Sheboygan might try a double steal.
Try to get Lemons in scoring position for Ames. The 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. 1-2, 2 outs. Alex Ames, the hitter. He's 0 for 1 on that broken bat pop out to Kirst at first base in the first inning. Lemons on the move as Ames fouls it off right side. And
sailed out of the ballpark.
Really carried that one. 1-2. Sheboygan's had 3 base runners in the inning and 4 overall, but just 1 hit. 3 walks early for Ramos. Mentioned that was something he has struggled with early on. As that one's high, Lemons on the move to second, and he's going to be out.
Well,
what a throw.
Yeah, they tried the double steal, but Lemons goes out.
Sheboygan comes away with 1 run on the 1 run on 1-0 for Sheboygan.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
Back for the top of the third. 9-1-2 due up for Green Bay. Hawley, Arndt, and Plow.
One time Dusak, the catcher for Green Bay, throws it out in the center field. We score a run. Next time he puts it right on the base and gets our base stealer. And Hudson Wagner got a great break off a third for the double steal, but
for sure better run. That run from Sheboygan was scored on that wild pitch, or I should say wild throw by Duzak.
That's good managing by Tim Moyer. And he recognizes Ramos a very tough pitcher. We're not going to get many opportunities, and you got to take advantage of those.
Yeah, it's tough to score runs just via the walk. That's all it seems to be. Ramos giving up early. First pitch is in there against Hawley. Hawley is hitting .389 with 1 homer and 4 RBIs.
And he's batting 9th.
Very solid order for the Blue Ribbons. Mentioned they've gotten hot recently. After starting out just 1-3 in the state league, they now sit 6-4 after winning 5 of their last 6 games. The 0-2 pitch is in there, called strike 3. Another strikeout for Recolytis. Number 5 on the night already. Mentioned he had 12 strikeouts the last time he pitched against Appleton. And he's already well on his way to that number again.
Seems like Rec is able to put his pitches where he wants. He's worked a little bit inside on Hawley, and then all of a sudden came away with that outside.
And
pitch.
a sharp ground ball down the right field line for Arndt. Rounding first, and he slips on the bag, and he'll have to be content with the single. Would have for sure been a double for Arndt, but it helps out Sheboygan. You just hope he's all right over there at first base.
Definitely went down very hard.
Braden Plow, now the hitter. Plow had that double his last time. Stranded at third base on the pop-out double play.
Fourth hit for Green Bay already, and without the slip, 3 of those hits could have been doubles.
Exactly. Got a lot of heavy hitters in the order who thrive at hitting for extra bases. Swing and a miss from Plow, and it's 0-1 quickly on the DH tonight in the Blue Ribbons order. Right, the fourth hit for Sheboygan off the, or should I say for Green Bay. From Arndt, as McClash checks over on Arndt at first base.
You would think Arndt batting leadoff, so you got to keep an eye on him.
0-1 pitch to Plow. As he pops that one up, will it stay in play? Chasing after it, Slash and Casper. And Casper to his knees makes the catch. The throw back to first. The tag, and they got him.
Oh, wow.
Wow, what a play by Cal Casper to make that throw from his knees to turn another double play. And it's still 1-0 Sheboygan as we go to the bottom half of the third inning.
Estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. Thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Alex Ames ready to begin this bottom of the third inning after a sensational turn of a double play by Cal Casper. You want to take us through it, Marty?
Oh. Ball hit foul near the screen, near the Green Bay dugout, and Lash came in. Casper, with his great quickness, made the catch. Even Reklitis was over there. And then the second baseman for Sheboygan, Lemon, snuck in behind the runner, Arndt, who just didn't get back fast enough, and with that great arm, Casper gunned him down at first for a double play.
It's great defensive movement by Sheboygan to have a guy at first base in that situation. It's kind of interesting to see Arndt even come off first base. I don't know if he thought he was going to have a chance to tag.
Oh, I think he definitely thought he had a chance to tag. That's why he did what he did. He just couldn't retreat fast enough.
And he only came a step or two off the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Casper still fired in there in time to get him. It's a quick strike now on Ames.
Already at the bottom of the third. Hopefully Sheboygan can tack on a couple more runs.
As Ames pops it up. This one will not be caught. It gets foul.
It's another one. I thought it was going to be a roof ball.
I was waiting for the sound. 1-1 on Ames. Ames got his at-bat cut short last inning because of Lemons getting thrown out second base. Caught stealing as he takes strike in there, 1-2.
You'd mentioned early in the game, Lucas, about how the flag was blowing directly out to left. Now there's absolutely no breeze. The flag is just hanging limp on the flagpole.
1-2 on Ames. Takes it high. It's turned into quite a nice night. You mentioned it was comfortable and very comfortable, at least for the moment.
Yep. A little chilly, but still very, very nice.
2-2. Ramos looking to put away Ames. Ames looking to do the opposite. Breaking balls high. Count runs full.
You can see where Ramos certainly has a lot of talent. If he can harness his control, he could be a devastating pitcher.
3-2 pitch. Ames takes a called strike 3 right in there. Good fastball that time by Ramos on the mound. Brings up
Let's
Chase
hope he doesn't
Hansen.
harness his control tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Hanselman at the plate. He's one of those strikeout victims for Ramos.
Third year with the A's.
First pitch to him is swung on and missed, and he has not looked comfortable against the Cornell product. Just 2 strikeouts, or 3 strikeouts. Nothing compared to his 17 in his first 9 innings pitched. As that one is high. He's up at 1-1. Hanselman hitting 263. It's going to be down slightly because of his strikeout in the first inning. Just 1 RBI came on his own home run. For as good a hitter as he's been, it's kind of a surprising number. As Hanselman pops up on the infield. Ramos was calling everybody off, but now it's going to drop. You can't call everyone off on the mound and try to get out of the way.
Yeah, that was, if you're going to call for it, take it. A lot of red around the mound and nobody caught it. Hanselman gets a base hit.
Brings up Connor Lash. Lash walked in the first inning. Just rejoined Sheboygan last week. In there for a strike.
Bryce Duzak, the Green Bay catcher, has shown he's got a good arm. It'll be interesting if Tim Moyer has Hanselman try to steal a base.
Seems to be an erratic arm from his 2 throws that we've seen. As that one's in there for a strike on Lash. 0-2 on the A's first baseman today. I can't remember a time I've seen him play first base in his 2 years now with Sheboygan.
Me either, you're right. Give Jimmy a bit of a rest. Jimmy Jurgensen DHing tonight.
And on the move is Hanselman, as looked like a hit and run opportunity as emergency swing from Lash helps him stay alive. I mean, it's difficult for Lash to get first base reps last season with Hadley and Stelt and Jurgensen all convoluting that area.
See if Hanselman goes 2 pitches in a row.
0-2 pitch. Hanselman stays put and Lash fouls it off right side.
You hardly see this anymore in baseball, but with an 0-2 count on the batter, it might not be a bad idea to do a pitch out. You know, see if Hanselman's going. If he's not going and you're only throwing 1 ball, you still have a 1-2 count.
Just like a waste pitch as
Exactly.
Lash swings and misses for the second out. Strikeout number 4 for Ramos. That brings up Jacob Neese. Neese grounded to second his last time and his only time. Run first is Hanselman. He singled on an infield pop-up. Pop-ups have been a dangerous thing for Green Bay on both sides so far tonight. They've had 2 pop-up double plays and
You
then
know, at
one that got
first
down.
I thought that was a good call by Ramos. I'll catch it. It's right to me, and then he backed off.
He's hit it on the ground softly to short. And throw will be in plenty of time to get him. Still 1-0 Sheboygan as we go to the fourth.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
You know well, I'll take you home. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Top of the fourth inning action ready to get started. Recolletics looking to continue to shut down this Green Bay Blue Ribbons lineup. Up to do it against the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5. Landon Lozier, Quinn Follish, and Boone Kirst. Boyne clinging to that 1-0 lead against a lineup like this. It's be very difficult to feel comfortable even with Recolletics on the mound.
I know it's Green Bay is a good hitting ball club, and they were the Green Bay Blue Ribbons back when I played, but it was a different organization, and back in the day they were really good then, and they continue to be good now. We had talked a couple of weeks ago about the communities that the different state league teams play in, and Sheboygan is the smallest in terms of population, and I believe Green Bay is the biggest. So you look at the number of D1 players, you know, it kind of makes sense.
The Appleton, Green Bay area definitely produces, as we've seen. As Lozier lines one to right field, but right in the tracks of Hanselman, and he makes the catch for the first out. Brings up Quinn Follish. He was retired for the first time against Sheboygan. His last time up on that. I was going to say the weirdest pop-up double play, but then you go an inning later, and that's the new weirdest one.
It's just outstanding defense by Cal Casper to get to that pop-up and catch it sliding, and then throwing a accurate throw to first to double off the runner.
That one's in there for a strike at Follish. Follish was the one who popped out to Lash, and it was tough with the runner going. Lozier on the pitch. It was tough for him to get back to first in time, and he could not. His Lash just stepped on the bag. Got Recolletics out of a jam. Counts 1-1 on Follish. He's in right field tonight for Green Bay. Hits that one foul just on the line. It was right on the line its whole way down. And just curve foul last minute.
Back in that second inning when we scored our run on the throwing error, if he gets the runner at second, that ends the inning because Casper had struck out on the pitch. So, you know, you're that close to not scoring.
Very different feel of the game. Feels like we said coming in, it was going to be a pitcher's duel with the two arms on the mound for both teams, and it's lived up to that name so far. Right at the top of the fourth inning, just 1-0 Sheboygan as Follish lines one in the center field, and another time on base for him against Sheboygan. 4 of 5 tries this season for him on base. Just needs a double to complete the cycle against the A's. Kirst is now at the plate. He's struck out against Recolaitis in the second.
Folish is the right fielder for the Blue Ribbons. He's got good speed. Got to keep an eye out on him.
Tough to run on Casper behind the plate. That one's low to him. Kirst was 1 for 4 last time these two teams fought against each other. The 1-0 pitch to him is in there for a strike.
Rex still throwing hard. We're in the 4th inning.
In his 3 appearances, he's gone the complete game every time. It just doesn't feel like his velocity goes down at all anyway, as well. Kirst ready. Recolaitis looks in for the 1-1. Checks over at Folish on first, nothing doing. Green Bay has out-hit Sheboygan 5-2 through 3 innings, 3 and some change, counting the Folish's hit. That one hit in the right field for a base hit. Folish is going to go first to third. Kirst will stay at first as the throw comes in to Lemons at second, and runners on the corners again for Green Bay with less than 2 outs.
Jared's not fooling them. There are a couple of real nice hits by Green Bay. And 6 already, and we're only in the 4th.
He's getting up 18 hits in his last 10 of third innings and just 1 run. I mean, how often do you see that stat? That is wild. Just his strikeout ability, that's why it's so beneficial to have a pitcher who can get strikeouts in these types of situations.
Dusak, the Green Bay catcher, is up. He doubled his last time.
Dusak goes to Pearl River Community College and helped them win a NJCAA Division II National Championship this season. First pitch to him, in there for a strike. You hope with a catcher at the plate that lacking a little bit in the speed category, and maybe you can get out of it with a double play. Sheboygan's already got 2 of them.
Yeah, another jam for Jared.
Pitch to him, breaking ball just high. Base runner in every inning, and 2 base runners now in 2 out of the 4. It's not been easy sailing like the first couple of starts for Recolaitis. A lot of traffic on the bases for Green Bay. Pitch is high again. It's 2-1 now.
We talked about this league being a very tough league and a lot of really good teams with a lot of really good players, and that's why you're seeing what you're seeing. It's great competition.
Sheboygan's sitting just a half game out from the top spot in the Wisconsin State League right now at 8-3. Swing and a miss. It's very tight at the top, and then you look at the bottom with Addison, who's
right, yeah,
definitely not having the type of season they'd like. They do have 1 win, and that was against the A's.
I see Lombard lost again last night. Very surprising.
Green Bay just 2 games out of first place, and they are 4th currently in the league. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him swinging. The 6th strikeout of the night for Recolaitis at a huge spot, and there are 2 down in the 4th. Brings up Szynski.
He struck out his first at bat. You know, and that's one of the things when you got a strikeout pitcher in situations like this, it really can help you out. You're not having to depend on your defense all the time.
Pitch to Szynski is in there for a strike, and guess what, Marty? He's in over 350, just like the rest of this lineup. A lot of offensive firepower for Green Bay, even in the 7, 8, 9 spots in the order. 2 down. An 0-1 count on Szynski And runners on the corners for Green Bay try to tie this game up or possibly take the lead with one in the gap. As that one's low and outside, evens it up at 1-1.
That was a good pitch by Jared, even though it was a ball, because you're putting it in a position where you're hoping the batter will swing at something that's out of the zone. Good discipline by Sadzinski.
1-1 pitch. That one's outside again. 2-1 now on Sadzinski. Sadzinski at third base today for the Blue Ribbons. Hasn't had any action yet defensively.
What Jared doesn't have to do is give in to the hitter. You've got an open base and the number 8 hitter waiting on deck.
Doesn't mean much when it comes to this lineup, though. 2-1, 2 outs. Pitch is popped up, foul territory, and out of play. 2-2, 2 outs. McLeod is trying to get himself out of another jam. Feels like there's been multiple base runners on in every inning. A lot of traffic, but still no runs across for the Blue Ribbons. Pitch is fouled off again, and Sadzinski just staying alive right now.
Lucas, deuces are officially wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on.
Too bad we're not in the second inning.
How much is 2 times 2?
Oh, look at that.
Come on, Jared.
Payoff pitch, swung on and missed. He got him. Casper applies the tag, and Reclitus works himself out of another difficult situation, and it's 1-0 Sheboygan as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
Back for the bottom of the 4th inning. 5, 6, and 7. Jurgensen, Palmquist, and Wagner due up for the A's. The other part of the order got the 1 run in for Sheboygan on that wild throw by Duzak. But it's been smooth sailing otherwise for Ramos on the mound. He has given up a base run in every inning, but felt like Sheboygan can't string together base runners, much less hits.
Brad Reinfleisch going down to coach first base. Tim Moyer, of course, over at third as Jimmy steps in.
Jurgensen steps in against right-hander Ramos. Swung on and missed. Jurgensen comes up empty on that heavy hack.
Looking at my score sheet, Lucas, in every half inning, the team has put a runner on base. No pitcher has had a 1-2-3 inning.
And it's just a 1-0 game. As we're into the 4th inning now of this 7-inning game. Originally supposed to be 9 innings, but the hour delay moved it down to 7. Lucky we're getting this game in right now.
That's for sure.
Kind of holding up for now.
Looked pretty bad there for a while.
Just a constant late rain.
Unlike the other night, the rain tonight came down very gently, actually very nice for your garden. The other night it came down in sheets.
And Reclitus was pitching in both those games, so he's getting kind of used to the rain. As Jurgensen hits it softly to second, Lozier fields and flips to first for the first out.
Ramos is really baffling the A's hitters. They're not getting a lot of wood on the bat, on the ball.
Brings up Palmquist. He was the one that scored in that second inning. He reached on a walk.
And actually, when I think back, O'Reilly and his walk, he really had a good at bat. He started 0-2 on the count and was able to work his way to that walk and getting on base.
Definitely will work the at bats as takes a first pitch inside for a ball. It was his 9th walk of the season, along with 9 RBIs. Does it in a multitude of ways as well as defensively, as we've mentioned multiple times in the past. 1-0 to Palmquist is high.
In the inning that Sheboygan scored, the inning started with Jimmy grounding out to second, and then all the action happened after that.
And this inning as well started with Jimmy ground out to second, so hopefully get another run here, or maybe more. As pitch is taken outside, quick 3-0 count to Palmquist, and it's look eerily similar to that second inning if Palmquist can draw a walk. Ramos struggled with the walks in the first couple innings, but he didn't throw one last inning. 3 walks so far for the Blue Ribbons pitcher as he throws one in there for a strike.
So far in the ball game, Ramos has 4 strikeouts and 3 walks, with one of them scoring the run.
3-1, and Palmquist takes one inside, and he draws the walk. Brings up Hudson Wagner, and if he singles here, just a pattern.
Eerily similar.
Wagner came in 257. He's going to be a little higher than that now with his single. One of the 2 hits for Sheboygan. Palmquist, the runner at first. Wagner shows bunt. It's a good one. Coming in from third and making the throw in time. What a play that time by the third baseman, Szynski, for the second out of the inning. But it does advance Palmquist, so give a sacrifice to Wagner. Cal Casper, the one who brought in a run while he was at the plate, although he struck out. But on that strikeout was Duzak's throw to second that got past and allowed Palmquist to come around and score. First pitch is hit softly to second. Lozier fields and throws over the head, but the tag is applied by Kirst in time to get Casper to retire the side. And nothing doing for the A's as we head to the 5th. 1-0 Sheboygan.
Let me tell you a story about a beer rooted in the heart of America, found in a community where a handshake is a sure contract, brewed for those who found opportunity in challenge and hope in tomorrow, raised by generations willing to sip, share, risk, remember. This is a story bigger than beer. This is the story of the American spirit.
All right, guys, we got teriyaki, honey barbecue, and mild. Enjoy. All right, DOA wings, hottest on the menu.
You got a problem?
Top of the 5th, action ready to get going. Reklitis He's got himself into trouble, but yet to concede a run. The A's still hold that 1-0 advantage. Latest 7 strikeouts already. And we already talked about a very interesting stat that he's got going right now. His last 11 innings pitched, he's got 19 strikeouts, 18 hits given up, and only 1 run allowed.
There currently is a cell of pretty good rain right over Fond du Lac moving our way. Should be here in another 45 minutes to an hour. The reason I bring it up is if we get Green Bay out without scoring in the 5th, it is a game. It's an official game. Got to complete 5 innings. And I think, CJ, you might be able to help me on this. If it's a 7-inning game, is it still 5 to make it a official game?
Pitch is slow for Markleis. Markleis has given up 2 runs in those 11 innings. Still doesn't change much of how impressive the stat is. And even though he's allowing runners on base, as there's another one, base hit from Steinbecker. Hit number 7 for Green Bay. Make it 19 hits in the last 2 appearances for Reklaitis, but you know, when he pitches in those situations with runners on base, he feels like he's so elite, though.
Yeah, and the other thing that's just disturbing is you mentioned that 7, 8, and 9 batters that all their at bats he struck out, and now he comes away with a base hit in the 5th.
And looks like Howley's showing bunts, and he gets it down up the first base line. Could be a tough play for Lash. Throw is off the bag. And another base runner for Green Bay.
Yeah, Hawley gets a sacrifice and reaches on an E3.
Give the air to Lash coming in. Tough play with them running up on the grass, kind of. You're allowed to do that if it's your whole path. You can't make it obvious that you're trying to do it that way. Not an official at bat for Howley. Sacrifice, but an error for Sheboygan.
Be interesting to see how Green Bay plays this.
Be really interesting if they don't come up with a run as well in this inning. So many chances with runners in scoring position for the Blue Ribbons. Yet nothing across. Arntz nearly gets hit by a pitch. Takes it inside.
Good play by Casper to keep the ball from getting back to the screen. Interesting, he wasn't squaring on that first pitch to sacrifice.
Pitch to Arntz. That one gets past, and 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out for Reklaitis. He's going to have to walk another tightrope if he wants to get out of this one without conceding the lead.
Yeah.
Sheboygan has definitely been outplayed offensively by the Blue Ribbons, but still hold the advantage. So now the infield comes in for Sheboygan, knowing how important that 1-run lead is in this pitcher's duel so far. 2-0. That one's outside. Seems like Reklaitis is being very careful with the number 1 hitter in this Green Bay lineup, but has a lot more trouble coming on deck if he were to walk Arndt. The 3-0 pitch, and that one's a strike. Just caught that outside corner. Where do you think Reklaitis has to go here, Marty?
Strike zone.
I knew you were going to say that. I thought I was just going to ask.
I think he's going to go fastball to throw it in, get it to be a strike.
3-1 pitch. That one's high, and the bases are loaded with nobody out. And we could talk about how great he's been with Fern's scoring position, pitching-wise, but eventually someone's got to break through.
Yes. And, you keep giving them chances, and we've been fortunate with a couple of double plays to get out of jams, but it's going to be awfully tough this time around.
If you have a ball that's short, do you try going home or do you go for the double play?
Oh, I think you go for the run, get the runner out at home. Because runs are so hard to come by.
Especially Sheboygan offensively, just with those 2 hits. We mentioned how impressive the stats were for Ramos coming in. He's lived up to those numbers for the first 4 innings.
Just a thought, how about a 1-2-3 double play?
Triple play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Braden Plow steps in. He is 1 for 2 with a double, and he was the one that popped out to Casper that turned that wild double play back in the 3rd. First pitch is high, and no room for error for Rick Lightus right now. Corners are in for Sheboygan, nearly on the grass. Millen fields at double play depth. That one fouled back, and the count evens at 1-1. If there's ever a spot for a strikeout for Rick Lightus, this is the spot.
You can see the way the defense is aligned. Anything to the corners are going home. Anything up the middle are going to go for 2.
One and one to Plow. And that one gets past Casper. He can't find it, but the runner stays at 3rd. Steinbecker would have been close had he gotten a good jump. He might have even gotten in there with the way Casper reacted.
I think when he saw the ball really didn't roll back to the screen, that's what made him stop. So Casper got a glove on it, kept it at home, near home plate, and kept the runners from advancing.
You wonder how conservative Plow plays at the plate. Rick Lightus just walking the previous batter, and Plow finds himself in a hitter's count. Nobody out in the inning. The pitch to Plow is hit foul, and Rick Lightus is back in the count, 2-2. He's got 7 strikeouts already. Trying to make it an 8th against the DH in the Blue Ribbons lineup. The pitch to Plow is outside, and big time pitch coming up for Rick Lightus. Full count, nobody out still in this 5th inning, and the bases are full of Blue Ribbons. Lightus looks in, the pitch is hit foul, and we'll do it again.
Plow with a good job of battling up there at home plate, forcing Jared to throw another strike.
Sheboygan clinging to that 1-0 lead, but it doesn't feel very safe the way this 5th inning has gone for Green Bay. It's just a matter of time before their offense breaks through for a couple runs. Just hope it isn't right now. 3-2 pitch is high, and Rick walks home a run, and the game is tied. Eventually, it's going to come back to bite you.
Yeah, we've talked about, sometimes you need help from the opposing pitcher, and that's what Green Bay is getting from our guy right now.
Landon Lozier, who hit one hard at Chase Hanselman his last time up, comes to the plate. We talked about his history of Division I colleges. Not the man you want to be facing on the mound if you're Rick Lightus right now.
The 2 walks and the error have been gifts to Green Bay.
Lozier fouls it off left side. He was ready to attack that first pitch from Rick Lightus.
He's a hitter.
1 run on 7 hits for Green Bay compared to just 1 run on 2 hits for Sheboygan. 2 different ways, 2 different styles of play to get that 1 run across for both teams. The 0-1 and nearly hit him as it runs inside.
I wonder if he's up there thinking I should have let it hit me.
You know, Lozier in the situation probably just wants to swing the bat. A big RBI opportunity for him. Pitch 75 from Reclace is in there for a strike. Pitch count is obviously going to be higher with the amount of base runners that have been on the bases today. 1-2, still 0 outs, bases loaded for Green Bay. Reclitus trying to keep this game tied. The pitch to Lozier is outside. 2-2. He had a pitch to work with there, but 2-2, you really want to make your pitch, Marty.
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting tired or what, but his pitches just aren't as crisp as they were earlier in the game.
Mid-70s, this will be 77. Pitch is high, and the count is full again. You don't see Rick Lightus throw this many balls. You never see him walk back-to-back batters, much less 3 in a row. Pressure definitely can get to a pitcher after a while, constantly having runners on base that you got to worry about behind you. The payoff pitch from Rick Lightus. Swung on and missed by Lozier, and he gets that first out of the inning. Strikeout number 8 for Rick Lightus, and it's still tied.
I was looking at Jared's season stats. He's got 26 strikeouts coming into tonight and no walks on the season. 2 in this inning.
Make it 34 strikeouts to 2 walks now. Updated statistics. Base is still loaded for Folish, who's been a thorn in the side of Sheboygan this season. First pitch is high. And that command just hasn't been there in the 5th inning for Rack on the mound. Be tough to double up Folish on a ball on the ground. So that one's in there for a strike. We've seen him be doubled up in the air. Count is 1-1, 1 down in the inning.
Corners are still up, even with the bag. Second and short or deep, looking for the double play.
1-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Folish. Another big pitch coming for Rick Lightus.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rec got a little bit of help from Folish on that. That pitch was outside.
1-2, still 1 down in the inning. Rick Lightus already's got 8 strikeouts. Pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him. Number 9 for Rick Lightus, and he's got a pathway out of this inning now with 2 down. After back-to-back walks, he gets back-to-back strikeouts to work himself back in this 5th inning. Brings up Boone Kirst, who singled his last time up, but he's also struck out.
Now the corners move back behind their bases, 1st and 3rd.
Pitch in there for a strike, and it feels like the command is coming back for Rick Lightus on the mound.
It's incumbent upon Cal Casper to keep the ball from going back to the screen.
Puts a lot of pressure on the catcher. It's good to have that experienced arm and Rick Lightus on the mound. Pitch is in there for a strike, and just a strike away for Rick Lightus from leaving the bases loaded. The first 4 reached in this 5th for the Blue Ribbons. The last 2 have struck out. Is Kirst on his way to being the 3rd victim? Just outside. Feels like that pitch has been there a couple times for Thurn. Not that time.
I was wondering how Jared was going to approach the hitter with a 0-2 count, and I think he did it the right way, try to get him to swing at a bad pitch.
1-2, 2 outs. Just high. Now back in the count is Cursed. It's even at 2-2.
This is the pitch you want to make it happen on. You don't want to have to go 3-2.
Recoletis trying to keep this game tied. Fans starting a "Let's Go Ace" chant to help their ace on the mound. Ball hit on the ground, foul right side. Still 2-2. Recoletis with 9 strikeouts.
The other thing about going 3-2, Lucas, is you give the runners an advantage who are on the bases because they'd be running with the pitch.
Means anything the gap would for sure clear the bases. Hopefully we don't have to get that situation. 2-2 count to Cursed. Pitch is low. Cursed held his swing. And now it's a big time pitch. Full count, tie game, bases loaded. And 2 outs in this top of the 5th inning. Cursed is ready. Recoletis looks in. The pitch is fouled off. It'll be difficult for a hitter. You don't want to strike out looking in a situation like this either. So
Yeah,
anything close.
Good job by Curse to hang in there.
Count remains full.
Curse did get a base hit his last time up.
Can Recoletis escape this jam with minimal damage? The pitch. Called strike 3. He got out of it. Jared Recoletis strikes out the last 3 and only gives up a run. And we're still tied as we head to the bottom of the 5th. 1-1.
The estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes. We thank you for your patience.
Sorry, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, please hold.
Back to the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher on the mound for Green Bay, Isaac Pullman. Pullman pitched the last time Sheboygan and Green Bay played. He threw 2 innings, gave up a run on 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Now, spell the end of the day for Ramos. Hopefully Sheboygan's offense can pick it up now without the ace for Green Bay on the mound. Pullman will be greeted by 9-1-2 Lemons, Ames, and Hanselman.
According to my stats from the game earlier this month here, Pullman Did walk a couple batters, gave up a run, also had a couple of strikeouts, so hopefully we can get to him.
Lemons. First pitch to him is high. See some fog setting in the outfield. Might be difficult if a ball is hit to right for Folish. Pitch is low to Lemons. Aims it up at 1-1, or I should say 2-0. Two and 0. Pitch is in there on Lemons. 2-1.
Ramos went 4 innings, gave up only 2 hits, 1 run. It was not earned, walked 4, and struck out 4.
Pitch is high. 3-1 now.
Pullman, another hard thrower.
Lemons does not have an official at bat. Drew a walk in the second. And was the guy that got thrown out at second base that ended that inning. As he draws a walk again. 2 walks on the day for Lemons. And we mentioned his walk to at bat ratio. 9 walks and 16 registered at bats. Brings up Ames. Top of the order for Sheboygan.
See if Tim Moyer tries to get Lemons in the scoring position with a bunt.
Throw to first, nothing doing on Lemons.
Sedzinski even with the bag at third. He's thinking bunt.
Just 2 hits for this A's offense. After conceding the lead, see if they can get it back here as Ames does show a bunt but pulls it back. It's now 1-0 on the center fielder today for Sheboygan. Now this is a 7-inning game, so we're getting down to crunch time in this bottom of the 5th. Sheboygan's lucky it's tied after the bases were loaded with nobody out for Green Bay. Just a walk brought in the tying run for the Blue Ribbons. That one's outside. 2-0 now on Ames. Ames is 0 for 2 with a pop-up and a strikeout looking. Sheboygan has had a base runner in every inning. As that one's a strike. As dominant as it felt that Ramos was, he didn't have a 3-up, 3-down inning.
None of the pitchers have tonight. It's been a bit peculiar in that regard, especially with Jared, because he's really good. But
2-1's in there for a strike, and it's even up at 2-2.
Green Bay able to collect 7 hits off of Jared in 5 innings.
And you know Jared's going to come back out there. See if he has all 7 in him. He's done it his first 3 times. 21 innings coming in. All that what could possibly have been pitched in those 3 appearances. 2-2 to Ames. Takes it outside.
Brad Reinfleisch is here tonight. I spoke with him before the ball game. I don't know that he's ready to pitch tonight based on him going not too many days ago. Probably needs a couple more days of rest.
Nolan Sand is here as well. We've seen him close a couple games. As that one's thrown, I missed by Ames. Thrown on the second is in the outfield. Lemons thought about taking third, but he'll stay at second. Works like a sacrifice, but it counts as a strikeout for Ames.
And a stolen base for Lemons.
Brings up Chase Hanselman. Hanselman's 1 for 2 with very interesting hit. pop up on the infield that 5 Green Bay Blue Ribbons watched hit the infield grass.
That kind of a hit won't score a run.
It probably won't even move Lemons to third. But a hit's a hit. Moves that average up for Hanselman. Big spot for him to try to give Sheboygan the lead back. Pitch to him is high.
Pullman has not made it easy on himself. He's thrown a lot of pitches so far.
Hanselman takes it high again, 2-0.
Hanselman goes 6'1", 195, 23 years old.
2-0, one out for Sheboygan.
Mom and Dad in the stands drove down from Neenah.
He's going to come through. Counts 3-0 now. Takes another one outside. 3-ball count to all 3 hitters in this inning for Pullman. He's got a success rate of 50%.
Is he swinging?
I would say not. We'll see. Not on that pitch. Hanselman draws the walk. 2 runners on, both via the walk for Sheboygan.
You got nice part of the order up with men on base. Lash at number 3 and Jacob waiting at number 4. And then you always got Jimmy waiting in the wings at number 5.
Lash looking for that big hit of the season. He hasn't been around long. This would be a huge spot for him to come through. Pitch from Pullman. Swung on and missed by Lash.
Yeah, he wasn't waiting around.
Attacking early on the new man in the ball game for Green Bay. Lemons at second, Hanselman at first. Swung on and missed. Awkward swing by Lash and a quick 0-2.
Swung at a ball. Hey, he's got one left.
Give you a 3 for a reason. 0-2 on the A's first baseman. Pitch to him is hit foul right side. Green Bay 7 hits on the night, as Marty's mentioned, against Recolytus. Sheboygan just 2. One coming from Wagner, the other coming from
up on the
Hanselman.
infield.
Still 0-2 on Lash. Takes it high, 1-2 now. Still 1 out in the inning. And these stands on deck who had a big game last time against the Blue Ribbons. But right now it's Connor Lash. Lash hits it foul again, staying alive. Working the count against Pullman. Mentioned Pullman did surrender a run the last time Sheboygan saw him in his 2 innings pitched. Already matched his walk total. 2. One and 2 to Lash. Both runners on the move to throw down the second. It's going to be in plenty of time to get Hanselman. And now there are 2 down with a runner at third. And interesting decision for Sheboygan. Duzak's got a great arm, we've seen, especially when it's on target.
He, every time there's been a double steal attempt, he's always gone for the trail runner.
And it's worked.
2 out of 3 times.
Pitch is a called strike 3, and he got Lash looking. Sheboygan comes up with nothing. Still 1-1 as we head to the 6th.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support programs like Boys and Girls Clubs and Girls Who Code that show kids they can dream anything and do even more.
You know well, I'ma take you home. Cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio.
Top of the 6th inning, the new pitcher on the mound for Sheboygan, Nolan Sand. Jared Recolaitis is done after 5 innings. 9 strikeouts for him and just the 1 run given up. But it was unearned on that error by Connor Lash. So another.
He had to work awfully hard every inning. Men were on base. And you mentioned the 7 hits and the 1 unearned run. He only walked 2 at 10 strikeouts. Good outing. Need a little more offensive support. 2 hits is pretty hard to win a ball game with only 2.
Sand comes in with a dangerously high ERA in his 4 1/3 innings pitched. He's got 3 strikeouts to 4 walks. And it's a big situation for him to come into. Trying to tie Kenosha for that first spot in the State League. But the win for Sheboygan, Green Bay is right there too, just 2 games back of the Kings. Brings up Bryce Duzak, who after his first throw has looked like an all-star catcher behind the plate for Green Bay.
He's got a good arm, that's for sure.
He's thrown out 2 base runners for Sheboygan, Hanselman and Lemons.
And the throw that trickled off the fielder's glove was not that far off the base. I believe it bounced in, but he's a good one back there. Got to give him credit.
Swung through the first pitch against Sand. 0-1 to him is outside. 1-1 game in the 6th, but it feels like it should be a lot more than that with the way these two teams have
A lot
swung
of
the bat.
traffic. A lot of traffic. A lot of guys left on base. Bill, what do you got for left on base?
Well,
7 for Green Bay and 5 for the A's left on base.
12 combined base runners left stranded through the first 5 innings. One and 2. Pitch is in there, called strike 3. Got Duzak looking for the first out of the 6th.
I think that's really important to start the inning off like that. Doesn't necessarily have to be a strikeout, but just to get that first out and hopefully give Stone a little bit of confidence.
Sheboygan didn't get the first out until the 5th hitter of the 5th inning. Now they get it. The leadoff batter in this 6th. That one fouled right side by Sadzinski. Off the pull. Back-to-back games now.
Yeah.
And back-to-back days.
Little Taco Bell.
Four consecutive strikeouts for Green Bay hitting against Sheboygan pitching. Recolaitis struck out the last 3 of the 5th, and Sand started off Duzak with the strikeout. That one swung on and missed. Another quick 0-2. Sadzinski struck out both times he's been up. See if he can make it 3. Pitch. In there, called strike 3 again for Sand. That outside corner has been his best friend in this 6th. Five consecutive strikeouts now.
Doesn't look like a pitcher with a double-digit ERA, does he?
It won't be there for long if he keeps pitching like this. Brings up Braden Steinbecker. Steinbecker is 1 for 2. Singled in that 5th. Led off the inning. Came around and scored the only Green Bay run.
I checked this the last half inning, Lucas, and Green Bay in the ball game has only had one fly out to the outfield. That was out to Hanselman. Lozier did that.
That one out
And for
high.
us, we have, according to my record, no flyouts to the outfield.
Been a lot of strikeouts and ground balls for both sides. As that one's inside. And now it's 3-0. And after striking out the first two batters of the inning for Sand, quick 3-0 count now on Steinbecker.
I think you mentioned it earlier, but Nolan with 4 walks in 4 1/3 innings, that's been part of the problem.
2 hit batters as well in those now 5 innings pitched. 3-1. That one's way outside, and it's ball 4. 2-out base runner for Green Bay for the 9-hole hitter, Carson Howley.
Hawley reached on an error when he was sacrifice bunting, and able to get Becker up to second base, and he eventually scored on the walk, bases loaded walk. He won't be bunting this time.
Pitch is high. The throw back to first is not in time. Good job by Lashes to keep it in front. Recollaitis had 10 strikeouts tonight, and he struck out 8 separate Green Bay hitters. The only one not to strike out is Braden Plow. Despite his hit totals, his strikeout stuff is there the entire night. Counts 1-1 now. Two down in the 6th inning. Sand struck out the first 2 batters before giving up a single to Steinbecker. Or I should say walking Steinbecker.
Sand is from Two Rivers, Wisconsin. Attends Concordia University. Goes 5'11", 160.
One and one to the 9-hole hitter in the Green Bay lineup, Hawley. And that pitch hit him. I mentioned that was an area of concern for Stand on the mound. It's his 3rd hit batter in 5 innings pitched.
Not just that, Lucas, but it puts the man that he walked now in scoring position with the leadoff hitter up. And you're working with the bottom part of the order, and you let 2 guys get on. And to make matters even worse, it's with 2 outs.
Runner scoring position has not meant much in this game for either side.
Did you ever figure that out? There's been a lot. Well, let's see. We got 7 and 5, 12 runners left on base between the 2.
Sheboygan is 0 for 3. They haven't had many runners in scoring position. They've gotten runners on base, but not many situations where they've had to hit with those runners on 2nd or 3rd. Green Bay, on the other hand, I can't imagine what it is for them. 1-1, 2 outs. Sand looking to escape a jam. Not the first time I said that tonight for Green Bay or Sheboygan pitcher. Hits it on the ground short. Palmquist flips to second in time. And another chance for Green Bay squandered. Still 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you don't just feed yourself or your family. You help support programs like Simply Give that feed our neighbors in need.
Thank you.
I grew up working in my family's supper clubs. This is where it started with us as far as the fish that we serve at Culver's today. We source the finest cod and batter each fillet by hand and always cook it to order. That beautiful golden brown color and flaky on the inside. The fish fry is a Midwest tradition. It's about families coming together. I love bringing this tradition to guests everywhere. Mom and Dad would be proud. Welcome to Delicious.
Wingism number 1, the Flavor Saver. Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Wingism number 2, the Joker.
Then her dad walked in. Dude, we're done eating. Use a napkin. You serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Why so serious?
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Bottom of the 6th inning, new pitcher on the mound for Green Bay, Isaac Verbruggen. Replaces Pullman on the mound. Ramos went the first 4. Then Pullman went the 5th, and now Verbruggen set for the 6th. And he'll see Neese, Jurgensen, and Palmquist 4, 5, and 6.
We don't have any information on that on this pitcher, do we? Jacob will be the first batter that Isaac faces.
Verbruggen's pitched 5 2/3 innings this season for Green Bay, I should say. 4.76 ERA. He's got 8 strikeouts to 2 walks.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
0-1 to him. Now even up at 1-1. Big strikeout guy, but he will give up a few runs, is basically what those stats are telling you. This is a guy who's had some success against Green Bay. And a guy with a lot of power on deck in Jurgensen. And takes one in there. Neese looked fooled. One and 2, and what has been a grinded out game for both sides. The score tells you it's been a pitcher's duel, as that pitch is low to Neese, but the way both teams have played offensively, a lot of left on the table.
Catcher for Green Bay wanted that last pitch to be a strike, but it did look a little bit low. Good eye by Jacob.
2-2. Oof. Looked to be in there, but just outside. Count runs full. Sheboygan looking to get that leadoff base runner on. Scrape across the run and get out of here with a state league win. Pitches, that one's in there for a strike. Called strike 3 on Neese, and Verbruggen gets the first batter that he sees. Looking.
You had mentioned the last half inning that the fog was kind of drifting in to right field. That is now cleared away. Good thing for that. See if Jimmy can get us on the board again.
Jurgensen. He's been the man for clutch moments. Takes that one low. He had that grand slam last season against West Dallas to give Sheboygan the win.
Green Bay has been hot in their last 6 games in the State League, winning 5 of them. I think, Lucas, you mentioned they're 6-4 overall so far this year.
Jurgensen also had that 3-run home run against Appleton that gave Sheboygan the walk-off win about a month ago now. As he check swings that one and looked like it went in the A's dugout.
Yeah.
Takes some skill at the plate from Jurgensen to pull that one off. 2-1 the count on Jimmy. One down the inning after Neese struck out. As pops that one up. And it looks like Duzak's not going to have room. Waiting for the roof ball, did not come.
Wasn't on
Not
the aluminum roof. We don't get many of those either.
2-2 on Jimmy. And that one just low.
What that roof ball reminded me of, guys, was some of my jokes. They end up being thud.
Full count pitch. Jurgensen trying to work his way on base. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Sheboygan. And 2 quick outs. Both via the K for Bruggen. Brings up Riley Palmquist.
That's what you call a good old country hardball.
Getting late in this game for the A's. We can see that run in the 5th. Without much offense to go along with it. We're still tied at 1. Palmquist fouls it back. Palmquist is the only run in the game today. And he's doesn't have an official at bat. He's walked twice. See if he can start a 2-out rally for the A's. Hits that one, but right at Verbruggen, and he'll flip it to first. 3 up, 3 down goes Sheboygan for the first time tonight. It's 1-1 as we go to the 7th.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support organizations like Hope House Mission and New Hope Shelter that give people around here warmth, shelter, and care.
The great taste of Sheboygan.
What does it take to stay in business for 75 years? It's not only featuring USDA choice beef, it's not caring about every single one of our 30 varieties of bratwurst. Nope. After being family owned for 3 generations, we've learned it's about you. At Miesfeld's Market, we give back to the community and our customers always come first. Since 1941, we've been feeding our neighbors, so come by and see what we've got today.
The Peter Heater.
Oh, so hot.
Oh, so hot!
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor. Tea time.
What are you, having tea with the queen? Hello. Nice.
Legend Larry's, the definition of flavor.
Top of the 7th, Sand is still out there for Sheboygan trying to protect. Tied game. Give Sheboygan a chance to win it in the bottom half of the 7th.
Got a tough part of the order to face, Lucas. 2, 3, and 4.
Well, like my guess is they'll get 2 runners on base with 1 out and they won't score. But Plow, Lozier, and Falish are the 3 due up. Plow is the only batter in the Green Bay lineup to not strike out tonight. The other 8s have gone down on strikes.
He's the only batter in the Green Bay lineup with an RBI.
He's doing it all. That one
But he is
outside.
not the only Green Bay batter with a double.
They've had their chances, that's for sure.
He's not the only Green Bay batter to hit into a double play.
Not the only Green Bay batter to pop out into a double play either.
Yeah, he's special, but not that special.
He's got a 1-1 count to begin the 7th. Originally supposed to be a 7-inning game, but the way this game's headed, we might be playing more baseball. That one fouled back by Plow. It's been a game of missed opportunities for both sides. 7 runners left on base in the last 3 innings for Green Bay. Only one run coming across in those 3 frames. Pitch is popped up in the shallow center field. Going after it's Lemons, but Ames will be there, and he'll make the catch for the first out.
Good communication out in center field. Ames calling off Lemons, and like you said a couple of games ago, it's always easier to catch the ball coming in than it is going out.
Brings it up Lozier. Lozier is 1 for 3 with single in the first. He was part of that first double play. He's also lined out hard to Hanselman. I know he's a great hitter. Sheboygan hasn't let him hurt him yet. As takes out in there for a strike.
Back in the first inning when he was on base, the Green Bay manager had him stealing, and then Folish hit that little pop-up to Lash, and he was able to step on the base for the double play. So it wasn't really bad base running, it was just more bad luck than anything.
Hits that one foul right side. Lozier also was that first strikeout in that 5th inning with the bases loaded. After Rick Lace had just walked home a run to tie the game, Lozier was the first of the next 3 to strike out. That only allowed that 1 run to come across. Pitch is high. Both runs in this game have come across the plate without a ball being put in play. Sheboygan's came on a wild throw by Duzak behind the plate, trying to get the runner stealing second, and Green Bay's came on a walk.
And both of the runs were unearned.
And that one popped up in the left. And that one's caught out there by Wagner for the second out. Quinn Folish now, 1 for 3 with a single.
Stone looking pretty good these last inning and 2/3.
Said Sand came in struggling, but he's looked good in these first inning 2/3. Pitch is fouled off by Folish. Mike Gladys went those first 5 innings, ran into a lot of trouble. And in that 6th inning, Sand retired the first 2 before walking and then hitting a batter before getting a force out to get out of that 6th. And he's retired the first and the 7th, first 2 in the 7th. As Folish fouls it off.
We had talked just a few minutes ago about the lack of fly ball outs, and both the outs this half inning have been fly outs.
And recently it's been a lot of fly ball outs without a lot of ground outs. We saw yesterday's game a cycle of fly outs.
Well, Folish can fly out to right. Well, it flew out for the cycle.
That one line right at Lemons for the 3rd out. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Sheboygan's got a chance to walk it off.
Whenever you shop Meijer, you shop for more than yourself. You help support sustainability in all our communities.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, and for years to come.
Easton Arndt is on the mound. We saw him last time. He pitched 5 innings against Sheboygan. He did give up a few runs. Hopefully Sheboygan can walk it off against them this time. A familiar face on the mound for Sheboygan. See 7, 8, and 9. Hudson Wagner, Kyle Casper, and then Lucas Lemons. 3 due up in the 7th. A 1-1 ball game. A pitcher's duel with only 2 half innings that have been retired in order. It's been a different spin on what most would call a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, right. Well, Green Bay finally got their first 1-2-3 against us. Hopefully Sheboygan, like you mentioned when we went to the break, can get the walk-off win. And we got our first 1-2-3 against them the last half inning in top of the 7th.
It's been more of a missed opportunities duel than a pitcher's duel here. It's very quiet at the stadium as well.
Yeah, nice to see Nolan Sand throw a couple real good innings.
Hopefully Sheboygan can ignite what's left of this crowd in the 7th.
Hey, the Ivy League connection is still below us.
Stayed to cheer on Ramos, the Cornell product. Pitched the first 4 innings for Green Bay. Pitch to Wagner's high. 4 walks will do it. If that's what Art wants to give him.
Art, the other night when he pitched here, he took the loss, went 6 innings, gave up 5 runs. 4 of them were earned.
Just need 1 earned run or unearned run. Doesn't matter for Sheboygan to take home the W here.
His downfall was at the 5th inning when he walked 3 batters and hit a batter.
Pitch to him. Is hit in the left field. Going back to left fielder. Doesn't have enough. It's off the wall. Wagner's around first, on his way to second. And a leadoff double for Sheboygan. Hudson Wagner started off right in the 7th.
I didn't think it had a chance to get out, Lucas. I was more worried, was it going to stay fair or not? And it was right on the line.
Yeah, that Nick Tenney one down the left field line, I didn't think it had enough, then it got over the wall. So got to play it safe now.
See what how Sheboygan plays it. Do they want to sacrifice Casper and get the runner to third? Also have Brad Reinfleisch on the bench. Could send him up to pinch hit.
Cal Casper now up. He shows bunts and pulls it back. Anything to get that run across. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as the final score says 2-1, or maybe more. If Cal wants to hit a home run, make it 3-1. Shows bunt again, gets it down, but it's fouled. 1-1.
Sadzinski, the third baseman, is staying back. Kurse, the first baseman, is rushing hard. Got to get Arndt, the pitcher, to cover the third base side of the mound.
Wagner's been the only guy with hard hit contact tonight. He's got 2 of the 3 hits, and
yeah, good point. He smoked that one.
Hanselman's hit was an infield pop-up. Casper takes outside, not showing bunt anymore after bunted it foul the last time. 2-1 on the A's catcher. Trying to come up with that big hit of the season for him and propel the A's into a tie for first place in the Wisconsin State League. The winning runs at second base, it's Wagner. Casper fouls it off, it's 2-2.
Steinbecker, the blue ribbon shortstop, is trying to keep Wagner close to second. If Cal could pull one to left, it should be a base hit. Steinbecker way over, but now he's adjusted back to a normal shortstop position.
2-2 to Casper is low. Wagner smartly stays at second. Count is full on Casper. Cal is 0 for 2 tonight. Both at bats have been with the runner in scoring position. full count pitch to Casper. His hit on the ground right side, and it's stopped by, and on his way home, it's Wagner to throw in. He's safe. The A's win it. A walk-off base hit by Cal Casper wins it for Sheboygan. They're now in a first place tie. And here comes Riley Palmquist with the Gatorade.
You know, it looked like a relatively easy play to toss it to the catcher, but the toss was high, and by the time he got the tag down, the runner was safe.
I didn't think that Wagner was going to challenge the arm of Lozier, and all of a sudden you see him rumbling around third, and the throw comes in, and it's just not in time.
Nice to have good speed on the bases. What a game.
2-1 win for Sheboygan. Any other thoughts, Marty, on the game?
Just the pitchers hung in there. Reclitis with his 10 strikeouts was huge because the Green Bay team, had a lot of opportunities to score runs, and the strikeouts proved pivotal.
Sheboygan, our next broadcast will be Friday in the tournaments here at Wildwood Park against the Chicago Rockies, a team the A's are very familiar with. But until then, enjoy the rest of what's left of your Wednesday, and God